Hi everyone, it's Lulu. It is Thursday, February 28th, 2019. Hope your month was good. And tomorrow is the first of the month, which means I start my purposeful tossing, which I'll hopefully link one of my videos below or up in this card, or who knows. But I'm excited because I have lots to get rid of, which I didn't think I did. This video is about concealer. Hello, concealers. I have, if you follow me, or I can refresh your memory if you're new, I have suddenly been on a, oh boy, crazy concealer journey. Journey, that sounds so nice, doesn't it? I don't know, I'm very, very unhappy with my under eye area. It is extremely dry, uber dry. Do people still use the word uber? It is very lined, lots of fine lines, deep lines, and sensitive, which is just nuts because the rest of my face is as oily as can be, and you could probably put battery acid on it and it wouldn't care. But my eye area is another story. So I have, you know, over the years have used a number of products, but concealer, all my hard work just down the tube as soon as I put some concealers on. Well, lately it seems, maybe only because my eyes are bugging me more, so I'm noticing more, but there's a lot more concealers, or at least they're coming out faster and faster and faster, because everything in makeup is coming out like at a crazy speed. So I took all my new-ish concealers. So I bought most of these in the last month or two. I have quite a few others, but these are the ones I bought in the last month or two. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And in no particular order, I would take one under one eye and one under the other eye. The only thing I tried to do was kind of match the color so that I didn't look like pinky or peachy on one side and very yellow or sallow on the other. So I did at least try to keep the colors similar. And I'd put one under one eye, one under the other eye, and I would just kind of look at it right afterwards. And did I like it? Did I not? Did it spread easily? Then I'd look at it again at some point during the workday. I didn't have any rules. My video, my test, my rules. And then, you know, kind of toward after dinner and seeing if they still held up or whatever. I'm not doing a, you know, show and tell where you see me applying it and checking in. I'm just here to talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. And that's about it. So on day one, whatever day one was, I had I chose the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear, and under the other eye I put the Makeup Revolution Concealer and Define. Neither one of them blew me away. The Makeup Revolution slightly looked better under my aging dry eye than the Infallible. Both very strong coverage. I think they are both doe foot, as I recall. This is the L'Oreal, very big doe foot, and as I recall, so is the Makeup Revolution. So that's pretty much similar. Neither one of these were impressive, but if I had to choose one as to how my eye appeared, it would be the Makeup Revolution. I do not have dark circles. I have discoloration, kind of, sorta, I think, as happens with age, but I don't have a dark circle problem as I see on others when they're doing videos. So coverage wasn't as important to me as brightening, because I feel brightening maybe is more youthful, more camouflaging. So that was day one. So neither one impressive. Day two, I pitted Makeup Forever against Makeup Forever. This one comes in a tube, and the name is Ultra HD, the Invisible Cover Concealer, and the other one is well, anyway, I know what I'm trying to say. The other is Makeup Forever Ultra HD, but there's a different word somewhere, I think. I think this is supposed to be illuminating, light capturing. So This one in the doe foot, kind of a regular, one of the flatter doe foots, is more flattering in terms of bouncing light off and maybe a little dewiness wherever you happen to use it. I only use concealer under my eyes. I don't use it anywhere else. And the other one is, it's an interesting, not a favorite applicator of mine. It's just, it's a squeezy tube, but instead of having a regular tube end, this thing is rounded. And I don't know why, I find this harder to control. However, the winner was this one. It was smoother, it hid my fine lines a little better. The light capturing benefit or feature of this one didn't do much. This one is beautifully luminous as well. I simply like this one a lot. I think I bought this in a little bit too light of a shade. I bought it in Y31. So I was trying to be cognizant, because boy, if you get the wrong color in something, you can it throws the whole review off, in my opinion, whether it's foundation or whatever, and then you get it in the right color and you're like, oh my goodness, I love this. But I liked this one better, and this one, not so much. And it was good, I shouldn't say that. Unlike the first two, I was kind of meh on both. I did like both of these. I simply really liked this one. Okay, next day was probably the most shocking day, and happy day. When Charlotte Tilbury came out with, what does she call this? Everything's magic in her world, right? Magical Way concealer, it really hit YouTube hot and heavy. I don't know if it was sent out as PR and that's why everybody in the world was using it. I don't know if some big YouTuber mentioned it, but it was all over. And everybody, I think, at least everybody I watched loved it. And it is, I believe, the most expensive concealer. I'm trying to think what I have in my... It's an expensive one. I'm sorry, if you're new to me, I never know prices. 30 something, 32, 36, I don't know. Not more than 40. And when I got this, I put it on and I loved it. And I am not a person that believes high-end is better than drugstore. I think there are plenty, and that's a discussion for another day. I am an equal opportunity makeup shopper, and I love them all. So I knew I loved this one, and I also got the Doll 10, D-O-L-L 10, from Doris Dalton. She sells on QVC, and the name, Dalton is her last name, Doll 10 is kind of a play on words. And this is the Hydro, I think it's called the Hydro Luxe. So this is a tie, and I love them. Like, these two are my favorite concealers right now. Dalton might be in the low 20s. I don't remember. And it came with a brush, which of course hikes up the price. And I don't use a brush. I use a sponge on my fingers with concealer. I'm talking spot on. So yes, you can save yourself a little money if that's what you're after. If you like the prestige of being able to say I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury, well, that's a different story. And sometimes I feel that way about things. But these two are fabulous on my very dry, very lined under eyes. Charlotte Tilbury is a twisty, and it's one of those spongy things, which not everybody likes. It's sloppy. It doesn't come out, like mine comes out off the sides instead of the top. I don't know if that's like that with all of them. So it is a little sloppier, even sloppier than the Maybelline Age Rewind, which used to be a holy grail 10 years ago when I was a little younger. And it twists, but it does have a window here, so you can see how much you have. But doesn't take away anything. Just I love it. And then Doll 10 is a doe foot, and it's an unusual doe foot. It's just like this little rounded sponge. I'm not very good at doing these kind of demo things, but it's just a little, so you kind of dot it on, but it gets a nice amount of product on. You don't have to do too much re-dipping. I love these both. Love these. These are the winners out of all of everything I'm talking about. Okay, next day competition was the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And on the other eye, I had, very new to me, my Avon True, what's the word? Avon True Color Ideal Nude Cream Concealer. So that's the line, Ideal Nude Cream Concealer. I will link below my Avon rep if you don't have one. I don't get anything from it other than she happens to belong to my Facebook group. We've become friends. I have followed her during her really challenging health journey. I mean, anyway, so I will link it below. I really, really like this Avon concealer. I think if I had to have, so if the Charlotte Tilbury and the Doll 10 tied, then this would come in number 2, if that makes sense, because those are tied for first place. I really like this concealer. I bought it in 2 shades because it's so hard to tell in the Avon catalogs. I mean, or I use the online. It just, I can't believe in this day and age. And I am about to, I could go on a little bit of a rant on Avon, but the shipping for this day and age is high before it becomes free. It's $40, I think. So if you just wanted to get this, even though this might be on sale for $8, you're adding another $5 for shipping, which is fine. That's $13. That's still cheaper than Doll 10, and it's cheaper than Makeup Forever, and it's cheaper than Fenty, but you know, it's like that psychological thing. But if you have someone near that delivers, that's cool. I'm off again. I love this. And Carol, because I had posted in my Facebook group, I am having a devil of a time. My eyes have, and it could very well be, let's be honest, if you're new, you don't know this, but I pretty much sob. I don't cry. I sob. I retch every single day. My husband died a little over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago, and I still sob, like uncontrollable. And that could be why my under eyes are so horrendous, and probably is. So I said, does anyone know, like, I am just buying concealer after concealer, nothing. And she said, try it. She said, just try it. And I did. I love it. So, so this one over the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. I know a lot of, I've watched a lot of reviews on this. Many love this Laura Mercier. I do not love it. It's okay. It's okay. It's by far not the worst. I like, you know, I mean, it's good. I would say, I don't know how to scale it, but it's good. And if you like it, this is a good thing. It is good for dry under eyes, but I don't know. But this Avon one is fabulous, just fabulous. Okay, the next day we pitted Cover FX Play. I should have brought my magnifying glass. But this is the Cover FX. It's the one they launched very recently, square tube, against Fenty. This was another day that they were both I did like the Cover FX better. Absolutely, it was more smoothing to my crepiness, to my under eyes. The Fenty was good too. I would not return either one of these, even if given the opportunity. I don't know why. I mean, I should, but I'm just like, I just love owning things. But I liked the Cover FX better than the Fenty, but neither one of them blew me out of the water compared to some of the others. But would I recommend them? I would. You know, if you are a huge Fenty fan, go for it. The Cover FX is really good. It's just that I have others that I really like better. And if those didn't exist, if they didn't exist, I would probably put this the Cover FX very near the top. But those do exist. Interesting next day. I think these are my first and only purchases from Joa. I've only seen them at CVS. I think maybe you've heard about them. You know, it's a Korean K-beauty brand. It's spelled Joah, and they have a full line. They have foundations and shadows and mascaras and primers, and you know, it's a full line. At my CVS, it is on an end cap, so it's not part of the big wall of makeup. It's on an end cap. They have 2 concealers. One is called the Full Cover Concealer. It's a tube, and it's, you know, typical tube squeeze out. So this is what they call the full cover concealer. Truly Yours Truly Yours full cover concealer. This one is Truly Yours dark circle concealer. I don't have dark circles. I don't really know what the difference is. Now this one is one of those sponge tips, huge sponge tip, twisted up. Neater than, what was the other sponge tip that was a mess? Charlotte Tilbury. These were both good. I didn't find, I felt like the coverage was the same, so I'm not sure why they're calling one dark circle. Like, I didn't find the color range to be more peachy or pinky. Usually for dark circles you use a peach corrector. It wasn't that. And they were both good. You know, they were both good. So if you're curious about them, I don't think I could recommend one over the other. I suppose if you like squeezy tubes, that would make the decision versus the sponge. Okay, Lulu, if you absolutely positively had to choose one, it would be the sponge tip. I can't tell you why, but I just remember thinking to myself, I kind of like, it was on this side of the side, I just kind of like this side better. You know, and there's nothing scientific in what I'm doing. I don't know that I'm applying the exact same, you know, molecular weight of each one under my eye, but I just, you know, I was like, knowing that I was doing this for the purpose of this video, I was like, I think, you know, I'm gonna choose this one. Last day, both were, like, I'm gonna say both were fails, not just, they were okay, I didn't know, like, I'm talking, on me, these were fails. I bought the good old-fashioned CoverGirl tube. Emily Noel, I can't remember if this was very recently, in the last few months, she had talked about this one, and I don't remember if she was doing like an old favorites video or whatever happened to, or if this was 2019 favorites, or maybe her top 10 concealers. But she did say at some point that, believe it or not, you think it's going to be drying, but it is creamy, it is still good, it has lasted over the years, it's lasted for a reason. You know, she went on and on and on. So I mean, I never, ever think about buying, I mean, I see it, I never think about buying any tube concealer. It was like chalk under my eyes. I tried warming it up. I tried, like, I put my eye cream on and let it, you know, do my stuff. Usually I don't go from skincare to makeup right away. I tried reapplying a little, you know, so I probably tried this maybe 2 days before the third day of doing this test. Horrible. Now, maybe for skin, maybe if you're covering something, this could be it. Under my eye, my very dry, very lined eye, it was a disaster. I'm talking like I took it off. And on the other side, again, CoverGirl against CoverGirl. This is purple. I don't know if it's coming across the blue or what, but it's purple. And this is one of their newer ones. It's Simply Ageless Instant Fix. Now, Simply Ageless line has been around a while, but I believe this concealer is relatively new, and it's called Instant Fix. And this is, again, a sponge top. I mean, not a sponge top. Sponge top, squeeze tube at the same time. I film on like a 25-year-old camcorder Panasonic. There's no HD. There's no autofocus. It's just an old camera. So I don't know, but this is spongy. This is spongy, but it comes up out of the top. So it's like there's a tube inside of the sponge, so it only comes out from the top. I will try, no, you can't see it. So the conceal, you know, the application is fine. It's not sloppy-ish because I think it just, you know, like I said, it comes out of that very controlled area, and you can see, you know, you can see that it's about to come out. It does not look good under my dry eyes. That's what I would say, is it does not, my eyes look very crepey. They look very crinkly. All the fine lines are showing. And again, I don't have dark circles, but, so I don't need a lot of coverage, but I do not think this has good coverage either. Even though I don't really need coverage, I hope you know what I'm talking about. So even if you have, you know, normal under eyes or oily under eyes, if you need coverage, this is just not it. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is finally my concealer video. What a weight off my shoulders to have this done. And you know what? It's kind of fun. I haven't done a beauty video in a really long time. I kind of got out of, oh, whatever. But it's kind of fun, so hopefully this is the beginning of a rebirthing of my beauty videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions below, give me a holler. And if you're still here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like. I always forget the third thing that everybody asks for. Whatever. Subscribe. Thank you. Tell your friends about me. Something like that. Take care. Bye-bye.